Students, today we will learn the third chapter from your textbook titled Two Stories About Flying. The chapter 2, Stories About Flying, is a combination of two inspiring stories, His First Flight and The Black Aeroplane. These stories show that bravery and cowardice are the relative terms. One should not lose hope while in danger, like the young seagull and the pilot of the plane. They succeeded to achieve their aim when they tried hard to overcome their fear. Today we will learn the first part of this chapter titled His First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty was born on 28 August 1896 in County Galway, Ireland. He was an Irish novelist and short story writer and a major figure in the Irish literary Renaissance. His works combine brutal naturalism, psychological analysis, poetry, and biting satire with an abiding respect for the Irish people. I'll give you a short summary of this chapter. His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty tells about the need for courage and self-confidence to overcome fears in life. A young seagull looked desperately at the vast expanse of water that stretched before him. His parents, brothers and little sister had flown away and left him on the rock. There was no food and he was hungry. He could not fly. Many times he had tried to run forward to the brink of the ledge and flap his wings. But he was afraid and felt that his wings would not support him. Despite making countless efforts, his parents could not persuade him to attempt to fly. He was starving and felt that he would die if he did not get any food. He saw his mother tearing a piece of fish with her beak. When he cried out to her, she just screamed back mockingly. Then he saw his mother approaching towards him, which made him very happy. But she stopped at a distance. He was very hungry, so he dived at the fish. His mother flew upward and he started falling. He was terrified for a moment, but then he realized that he was flying. In this way, he made his first flight. Please read through the lines. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. As I have already told you in the introduction, this story is about a family of seagulls. There was a young child in the family who was unable to fly even after several tries. The story highlights the importance of family and friends in one's life. It also gives the message that one needs to believe in self to overcome all the hurdles of own life. The seagull family consists of 6 seagulls, mother, father, 3 sons and 1 daughter. All of them except the youngest son are expert in flying high. His parents have tried several times to teach him how to fly, but he is scared to do that and does not want to try anymore. He relies on the food that his parents bring back from their flights. His father and mother had come around him, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it. Standing on a rock, while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle, and all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Just explanation to this paragraph. The youngest son is afraid of flying as he thinks that if he flies, his wings would not support him, and he would fall down in the sea below and drown. Even his parents have rebuked him. They even threatened him if he doesn't fly, he would die of hunger, but he does not try. After so many failed attempts, his parents left him alone on the rock without food. They even taunted him for his cowardice. The young seagull looked at his brothers and sister, enjoying swimming, diving in the seawater for fish to feed themselves, but no one comes near him to offer food. As the time passes, the young seagull could not tolerate the hunger and the heat. He moved closer to the ledge and pretended to fall asleep, but nobody took notice of him.